morning to both of you to tell us more about this plan. The two of you worked together to come up with this plan, is that right? And what is in the plan?
What we would do is this year we would pass the enabling legislation. Next year allowing states to choose between three options. The one we think most would choose would be what we call the better choice. But as you mentioned, if they wished, they could stay on Obamacare. When Republicans say you can keep your insurance, we mean it. And under the better choice, we would give folks a tax credit, which could only be used for health insurance or health care. If they did nothing, there'd be a standard policy, but if they wished, they could kind of work with their credit to buy up into their employer's insurance or to pool it with their family for a family policy. It gives the power to the patient, the power to the state.
Our goal is actually to expand the number of people who are insured in this country. After all, under Obamacare, we still have nearly 30 million Americans without health insurance. I think that fact has been lost in this debate.
Sure. Senator Cassidy, there are certain components of the current Obamacare that a lot of people like. You know, the whole pre-existing conditions thing, keeping your kid on up to 26. Will those be options where people can still keep that? Because people like that.
Yeah, we preserve that. But then we go beyond. So when someone gets a bronze level plan on Obamacare exchanges, they have a $6,000 deductible.
Yeah.
Under our plan, you get first dollar coverage in your health savings account. So if you need to go to the urgent care center with an earache, you actually have the ability to pay the bill, as opposed to having to work through $6,000 of a deductible.
Right. Good.
So we do that, but at the same time preserve those things you just listed.
So Senator Schumer wants to rain on your parade. I don't know if you heard. He likes you and says, understand their proposal, which is if the Republicans' replacement plan is a far cry from the full replacement plan they have promised for years, millions of Americans would be kicked off their plans, out-of-pocket expenses and deductibles for consumers would skyrocket. Your answer?
Well, Senator Schumer is completely wrong about what our bill would do. And really, his comments summarize what's wrong with Washington right now. He went to the floor, went to the press before our bill had even had the ink dry on it. He didn't know what was in it. He misstated the provisions protecting people with pre-existing conditions, for example. And if New York is happy with a 16.6% increase on average in its Obamacare policies on the exchanges, it can choose to keep that. But many states are going to think there is a better approach. And that is our goal, to let states tailor the approach to get the result that is best for their citizens.
Senator Cassidy, have you talked to the administration? Do they like your plan?
So we've not talked to the administration directly. Tom Price and I had breakfast together weekly for a few years when I was in the House. And if you look at his plan, he also uses those advanceable refundable tax credits, which can only be used for health insurance or health care. What we add to it are features like price transparency, so that you know how much a test costs before you get the test, as opposed to finding out 6 months later. We think the administration will like that.
Here comes